Lori Stone, licensed acupuncturist and owner of Three Wells Acupuncture Clinic. I wanted to make this little video just to show you what an acupuncture needle looks like, because this is one of the most common questions that I get from a new patient coming into an acupuncture treatment. And now I will say, if you are truly needle phobic, where you break out in a cold sweat and you're uncomfortable with the idea of seeing one, then go ahead and just turn off the video now. But I really just wanted to share with those who have a little bit of discomfort or curiosity around the word needle, just how different these are and how much more comfortable they are, believe it or not. So what I wanted to do is just pull one out of the packet here. And this is a typical needle that I would use in the clinic. And they all come sterilized, so they're in a sterile packet. I open it up. And a lot of them that I use will have this plastic tube in them, and that is called a guide tube. That helps me position precisely where I want to put the needle. And then I'm going to take this one out so I can show you. And it's just a little bit more than the width of a hair, so very fine. But the other neat thing with acupuncture needles, so they're sterile stainless steel, there's nothing on them or in them, but they're also very flexible. If I take my finger, I can just bend that a little bit. So much different than a hypodermic needle, one that you would get a blood draw with, for example. Let me set this down on a piece of paper here so it'll be easier to see. And then by comparison, there are different lengths, different sizes that I use, and it'll be based on if it's a larger muscle, I might have a particular size, or if I'm working on the hand for arthritis, for example, I would more often use this little tinier needle. And so here's another one. And so you can see by comparison just how small they are. I did bring in with me one of my sewing needles from home, a yarn needle, because I do crochet. And it just to, again, give you a size reference, because it can be hard just seeing it by itself. So this is a typical yarn needle. I'm going to set next to that. And now you can really see just how fine and tiny these are. Now I share with people, it's difficult to describe until you actually feel it for yourself the first time, but I compare it to the sensation of a light mosquito bite. So very often you do feel something, not nothing. There are some points you won't feel much of. But the ones that feel like a little bite, as soon as it's in, the pinch will go away. And it's actually remarkably comfortable. So a lot of people are very pleasantly surprised at just how much they can relax while they're resting. In fact, a lot of people fall asleep. I call it an acu-nap. So it's remarkably comfortable. And once the needle's used, so now you're seeing me, let me just say you're seeing me here touching the end. When I'm in a treatment, that's just for demonstration. When I'm in a treatment, I only hold by this handle here, so everything stays sterile and clean, ready for being used in treatment. And then once it's done, once I take that out, I have right here a red sharps container, and it just goes directly into the container. And so they're single use only. And then that's it, we're done. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. There's a contact page on my website at www.threewellsclinic.com, or you can call the clinic. It's 815-942-2580, and we'd be happy to answer any questions you have about acupuncture.